Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. As Ukraine, let us continue on for last off. So last time, we have secured Stanislaw. A whole new region with a bunch of juicy factories have joined our lovely nation. Except for this factory, which apparently got bombed a little bit by some unhappy Romanians. But that's fine, they can remain unhappy. But for right now, we're still dealing, trying to get our industrial score and our land reforms to be successful. It's going good. I'm happy with where we're at right now. A little bit worried about the military side. I feel like the number of troops we have in the field maybe is not high enough. Can I buy actually more equipment? That actually seems like it might be important for me right now. Rifles from Belgium, absolutely. Let's go 4 deliveries on you. Have some trucks from Belgium as well. 2 deliveries sounds fine on that one. Some trucks from the autumn. I think I bought literally. Did I buy 1 truck? Buy equipment. Yes, I bought. No, okay, no, I bought all 60 trucks. Good. I thought I bought a single truck. I want all of you. 2 deliveries sounds fine. AA guns I'm not too concerned about. I will buy this all these artillery. 2 deliveries also sounds okay. What else do we have? We have right from this is from Middle Africa. How many factories do you have for building? None right now. Because we're also doing a lot of special projects. Which is kind of the nature of the beast. Political power goes down. You're just a railroad. But you don't cost us anything. And we don't... Okay, so let's go... See, the 50 is like, it's just not that good. But we can use it to have the factories that also give us more factories, that give us some resources. Those are just better for us. 2 infantry. We'll assign you to Green Army for now. We do have cavalry, right? We have 2 truck divisions. I want trucks on purple, and I want cavalry also on purple. Their job is basically to push their way into this kind of open plainsy area into southern Russia, which sounds good to me. Okay, our own industrial revolution. You require the left to be influential, but everyone else to not be. Okay. You require us. We needed to do decentralize. Okay, so we can't do this at all. Center has high influence. War support goes up. You know what? Actually, we do want this. We want more war support. Political power. Getting a little bit more even recruit population is also nice. Even though it's not crazy, it is still nice to have. It'd be nice also if the Nubia could just annex Hungary. I think that would be beneficial as well. Okay, so I think we're actually going to recall our volunteer. Why can I not? No, okay, no, that's send volunteer. Can I send? Wait, can I send more? I could send more. Thing is, we're in like a bit of an awkward spot here. Okay, delete this. Because we need to deal with the SRI, but I don't think my units can really do too much at this point. Is that they can assist a little bit here and there. But that's really about it. Let's go cannons on this. We maybe upgrade our aircraft when possible. Trucks and efficiency gain. More speed, more agility is always nice as well. And you are for growth of the right. We should be okay. We should be okay. They have 8 divisions here? And you can't move this way. No. So you know what? Actually, I am just going to recall my volunteer from 2 Sicilies. At least for the time being. Can I send more volunteers to you? Not at the moment. And we can't, like, but you know, having, what, 9 divisions in it? Like, pushing there is just, it's just not going to happen. I'm actually wondering if we even just take our troop out of the Italian state as well. Like, they're not doing anything at this point. I don't imagine we'll be able to break through. So you know what? Let's just recall both of our volunteers. Like, they've done great work. This is, other than just outright winning the Italian Civil War, this is really about the best outcome that you could hope for. Hey, our first tank division is actually on the field as well. Get him into Purple Army for now. We're going to want to station at least 1 more division down in the south. And how many of the, because you are the ones with the artillery pieces in you. We only have one division with you at the moment. I gotta re-download that mod that allows me to have more NATO counters. Let's just make you the lightning bolt for now. I just want to know where you are. Oh, you might have actually been one of the troops we sent over for volunteers. Someone remind me. I gotta remind myself. Actually, did I not even change the symbol? Okay, he is here. Where are you? You're in Green Army. That's fine. Okay. Was just a little bit curious about that. I want to not duplicate. I want to default symbol, update you. Okay. I do see the amount of Russian troops on our border as potentially being a threat. I'm going to assign you down to yellow. I want at least 2 divisions down in Crimea. I'm thinking maybe we have to start building some radar stations as well, just so we can kind of see what Russia's up to. And I think now probably is an okay point for us to begin importing materials into the country. 72 points. You'll be done in 119 days. We can't do too much. +4, 120. You're 1 day too long. 2 naval dockyards is fine, kind of. 120 days. 120 days. 1 civilian factory. We'll take that. And how long are all of you? You're all 120 days. So I think land reform is basically done. If you have a +3 here. So like there's some points that we can get, but nothing extremely crazy. United against despotism. Everybody loses influences. Everybody gains influences, but I think actually the fact that everybody's at high, right? Do we need them at high? For right now? This actually resets in the moderate. You know what? We can actually really make our alliance with the USDRP great. It would not be long before the Russian exiles living in the country were to become a problem, but not one that we had expected. For the general public, the exiles' criticism of the Ukrainian Republic did not reach very far, and for their part, the exiles themselves have thus far committed themselves to be mostly anti-Savinkov activism. It is for the later reason that the Russo-Ukrainian relations have further deteriorated. The Russian ambassador to Ukraine relayed a note from Savinkov's government demanding that the exiles be handed over to face trial for their crimes against the Russian people. After being vaguely warned about the consequences should be refused, Foreign Minister Margolin addressed the National Assembly, explaining the details of the message. Direct threats from Moscow have been few and far between for some years now, but with the creation of the Moscow Accord and other such developments, such incidents are becoming less and less common. It did not take long for the consensus to be reached. Ukraine will not bow to Russian imperialism again, especially not after the restoration of democracy in Kiev. One way or another, we will rebuke their sad attempt to bully us into submission. The question of what we should do remains, however. The more left-wing members of Zobri want to offer a stalwart rebuttal, questioning the right Savinkov has to demand an extradition of those who want to reside in Ukraine. It will mostly surely show that Ukraine is willing to stand up to foreign aggression. On the other hand, some have exercised caution and proposed that we do not send a message back at all. After all, they say, it'll only further inflame the already growing tension between the two countries. Look, again, as someone, because you know the game, you already know that Russia's going to declare war on us anyways. We will not yield. Still cooperative, which is nice. This will fail. And everybody being moderate is a-okay. Keeping the flame. This might get them up to amenable, which would be nice. +2, 150 days. Nationalization of coal mines. Land reform. Yeah, the thing is, our alliance with the USDRP has not actually been like that fruitful for us overall. On national defense, with Russian arms industry rapidly inflating and Russian becoming more belligerent as time goes on, there have been whispers in National Assembly about a proper response. Gradually, all parties are beginning to understand the severity of the Russian threat. The debate on the necessity of national defense seems inevitable. In 13 months, you'll receive an event concerning the passage of a national defense bill. The bill will help you. Wait, no. The following factors will help the defense bill pass: stability above 70%. We're failing on that. War support being above 50%. Good. We are cooperative. That's not okay. Land reform and industrial score above 90 is not true. The focus is Ukrainian land fund and progressive tax policy have been taken. Is that true? Progressive tax policy has not been taken, but we easily can take it. And Ukrainian land fund. Ukrainian Land Fund. We have taken it. Okay. We are social liberal. The influence of the UODB Center is moderate or higher. Otherwise, if we are social democrat, idealism is above 0. At least 3 focuses from the military tree branching off from expansion of Kiev Military Academy have been taken. If all these are fulfilled, the bill will be guaranteed to pass. Only having 2 fulfilled will mean the bill is guaranteed to fail. Okay, so 2 trees from... No, not 2. 3 from this. So we need 1. So we need 3 of these ones. I never actually got the railway guns as well. Okay, that's also something we do want to be wary of. But honestly, I feel like we're doing pretty okay on this. I mean, we're about like 50-50 at the moment. The 90s is not going to happen. Passing 4 focuses is not going to be a big deal. We can easily get that done. Center is looking good. We should be fine. I don't know what the exact ratios will be, but we'll be happy. Next up, we want progressive tax policy. Well, maybe we can wait a little bit on that. Let's go with general staff reorganization. 56 days. It worked. I don't think we're going to cut it close, but well, we'll be okay. We'll be okay. I believe in us. I believe in the Ukrainian spirit. I believe in the troops in the field. Everything here is looking good. Let's buy some shitty planes. Trains I don't think we need right now. I would like to... All country. Just wait. How do we sort this? By amount on the market. I want to buy a lot of rifles from you. 3 factories on this. Swedish rifles. We'll go 1 with you. And then more Belgian rifles as well. Now, we're no longer trading with Brazil because they don't have enough factories. But that's fine. How many factories are you using at the moment for special projects? 4. 10 still on consumer goods. 16 on buying stuff on the market. Thank you for the rifles. I mean, I do need the guns. And what are we at right now? 42 out of 61. I would say, like, I think we'll be okay. Now, what about our allies? Belarus looks like they're gonna like shit the bed. Estonia's fucked. We don't know still what Latvia's plan is. I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure they'll join the Reichspakt maybe. Okay, more dockyards. I want these together. Let's throw another on submarines. See if we can maybe control the Black Sea in some capacity. Like, as Ukraine, of course, we're never going to have, like, a big fuck-off navy. Like, even that Russia could theoretically have. 16. Okay, how many troops are on the border right now? 22, 17, 19. So we're looking at about 40, 60, 80... Around 100, 42 against 100. Those aren't great odds. And actually, you know what we probably should do? Is we want land forts. Let's get some land forts going across the entire border with Russia. It's going to be a negative 45% attack. I want level 3 because they're still fairly cheap. Three is good. 3 is good. It does mean though, like once we stop buying things from the market, we can't really build any. We can't buy anything else until this has been completed. And you know what? Let's build like level 2s on this side of the river as well. This is a emergency fallback line, and I would prefer to maybe have this set up because with almost like what is that, like a 2-to-1 ratio on troops? It seems like it'd be pretty important for us to have. I want to throw all these to the bottom for the time being. You'll be done at 26. Yeah, so even with 6 factories, they still build pretty fast. So I'm happy with this for now. Because you won't finish, and I don't think any of you will finish either. Even the cheaper 90-day ones. So we're going to be ending this, it looks like, at 64 and 65. It'll all be good. Which is fun. Which is good. Good is good. Be there or be square. It is certainly no secret that Yevhen Arpienko, one of the leaders of the URDP's right wing, has a younger brother, Alexander. It is also certainly even less of a secret Alexander is a world-famous avant-garde artist, with a particular focus on Cubism. Spending his time 3 ways between Paris, New York, and Kiev, Alexander has found major international success through his artistry. He is often considered to be either the first or second, after Pablo Picasso, Cubist sculptor in the world of art. It is no wonder that Yevhen has decided to ask Alexander about doing a mass art exhibit throughout Ukraine's urban centers, with full government support and sponsorship. For his part, Alexander noted his clear interest and said he would be waiting for the go-ahead. This is where things got dicey, though. When Yevhen proposed the initiative to the URDP's party conference, there was little immediate opposition. Nevertheless, the point of discussion moved towards the marketing campaign. After all, what's the point of hosting such a major event if all it'll attract is the art school students and underground writers of questionable quality? What is Cubism? It's about the world of Minecraft, really. Okay, we have a military factory. Lovely. Actually, do I want a construction speed? No, I want military factories. They're expensive. Do we hate cubes? On matters of political consciousness on modern art. The party's right wing, of which Yevhen himself belongs to, voiced a number of concerns on the contents of the expedition and its leading members, Vladimir Dolenko and Pele Polichuk. And they proposed to limit the contents to more realistic art pieces. As they reasoned, the last thing anyone would want is to scare off visitors from Ukraine's rural areas with strange designs and compositions. Some, they concluded, may see certain pieces as completely bizarre and drop support for a government for wasting their time and taxpayer money. In contrast, the party's left wing articulated their opposite viewpoint through a major speech by Andrei Lvovsky, himself a major literary and art critic. In it, Novetsky argued that it would be much more engrossing for the people to see all expressions of art, no matter how they look. The stimulation of conversation is a good goal to work towards, he noted. Further complicated matters was the intervention of Mr. Sel Yorim, a former heavyweight of Ukrainian politics. While technically retired from all political functions, Mr. Yefimov sometimes interferes in matters of cultural politics. So in the end, the deciding factor fell on the centrist majority of the URDP, dominated by diplomats and other amorphous polemicists. Such topics aren't usually on the faction's main agenda, in any case. We would like the left to gain some influence. We want the center also be influential. It's important for some of our other focuses here. Like, we can use these two. Be quite nice for us. A strange man in the snow. Stories that are miraculous and wholly abound across the Ukrainian steppe. In the province of Lysychansk, one can find a wood preacher in every town, extolling the virtues of natural living. These men usually retire in the winter, leaving streets quiet on the Holy Week. But this Holy Week is different. On a bitter night in negative 45-degree weather, a group of men and women were outside Lysychansk. Reports from the police called out to arrest them. What they find is when they pulled indoors is a shock. Men and women, mostly topless without shoes. Their leader, a squat man with a long white beard. The first report that the police had captured Father Christmas was dismissed as a holiday prank. However, the local authorities are asking us now to pay for their holding after the new year. These are real people, and they claim to be followers of Prophet Ivanov. They're not Christians, nor are they old believers. Their leader has a history of being... Their leader has a history, a registry with the Communist Party of Russia, and yet he is a preacher. These members apparently believe, erroneously, that the sub-zero weather outside will cure them of all ailments. Obviously mad, but maybe there's an alternative theory. These madmen, in their continuing existence, actually help the finance of the Ukrainian government. They refuse all welfare, refuse medical care, refuse meat and all charity. If this group is allowed to propagate in the country, they could save the government thousands in welfare. Obviously, this will result in the deaths of many followers, for their healthcare is a fiction, and their heterodoxy is barely tolerated by the city of Lysychansk. Yes, it just needs... Wait, it needs to be above 50%, right? It needs to be above 50. Okay. Give me a 2% stability. We'll take the negative 4% war support because we're still going to be at our numbers that we need to be. Bulgaria has joined the Reichspakt. Yeah, love to see it. This is what we fought for. This is what we fought for. It's a strong Bulgaria. It'll be a nice counterbalance to anybody in Greece. I don't think Serbia will join a faction. For the obvious reason that, like, they're like a rump state at this point. But if they do join Russia, they're just going to get wiped off the face of the earth basically immediately. Okay, don't care about you, don't care about you. I know we're missing some equipment. It's not too bad. How bad is actually here? 26%. Target's 25. Honestly, that's actually okay. I see that Germany has actually sent troops here. Same with Russia. It's a real weird hodgepodge of support for the Greek Civil War. And actually, did the Dominion of India won their war? They've united India before the Second Blitzkrieg is actually kind of crazy that they did that. It just isn't something that typically happens. Okay, these will be done 2 months from now. We really need to get off limited conscription civilian limited conscription civilian economy. It's really hampered us. But of course, we needed all that political power to do all of the other nonsense we had, right? Like, we needed to kind of do a little bit of everything. But I will say that at least right now, I think it's going to be a good time for us to end this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not joking, thumbs down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.